I have known Bat since his first term as governor. If he wants Nigeria to work, he can make it work. Well, that was what we thought. Nwakobia said it. That was what people thought. That was what most people thought. Because when he was the governor of Lagos State, there were some things that he actually implemented that are still working together, like all this LASMA, there was one, what was that thing again? I've forgotten. He implemented some things that actually worked. But now, that's why most of those old people voted for him, because they thought he was going to do the same thing when he becomes the president. But apparently, he cannot. Probably because old age are setting. So, there's no point voting for somebody that probably doesn't know what he's doing again. Some people say he knows what he's doing, but I don't believe he shall. In a recent interview on podcast on Saturday, June 20, 2026, Professor Chris Nwakobia, a human rights activist and lawyer, shared his views on governance, leadership, and the performance of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Nwakobia reflected on his long-standing familiarity with President Tinubu, recalling their interactions during Nigeria's democratic struggles and the president's early years in public office. He argued that leadership ultimately depends on the willingness of those in power to make decisions that directly improve the lives of citizens. Yes. So if he's not making that decision now, then definitely he's not ready to do anything. Exactly. Calling Sezima says, I think saying your grandfather born him. He's just like you. Tezia says, now wow, so he's purposely punishing innocent people. Well, it might be that's what he's doing, because really, some people say he actually knows what he's doing. For example, we should forget all the balablu that he's saying and all those incoherent things that he's saying, that he actually knows what he's doing. And that man is just a cunning man, if that is truly what it is. Grantiroam says, since it is not working, meaning he doesn't want it to work exactly. Of course, if he wants Nigeria to work, all he needs to do is stomp the 1999 constitution and borrow from the tenets of Aburi Accord. We must return to it the day we open up to the truth to ourselves. Only this constitution will never perform any miracle to give us another result other than failure. Chiklem says he cannot give what he does not have. He can't make Nigeria work. Like right now, he can't do anything. Chukwusanisi says, how can an evil man choose a working nation when he can loot him with his cronies? Abi? We shall come off for there with his cronies. Only the country says, these people called professors, or I should rather say processors, are largely the problem we have in this country. They are made INEC chair and returning officers, yet at the end of the day they declare calamity as winner. Join in the suffering, go to strike, and in next election they still do the same thing. The likes of Jega, Mahmoud Yakubu. Some others are eaten up by tribalism, the likes of Wole Soyinka. Others are regional terrorist sympathizers, the likes of Ango Abdullahi, while some others are careless talkers. It is well. Shamsi says, meaning the wickedness he's doing now is intentional, obviously. He's doing it on purpose. If they say, if he wants the country to work, he will make it work. That means all of this, he's doing it on purpose. Judeka says, may what is happening in Nigeria today under his regime be your portion in Jesus' mighty name. Okay? Does God know Tinubu not to talk of choosing him to Nigeria? You should be talking about Satan who had adopted him as his first son. When the son of a devil is on the throne, people lament. That is what is happening in Nigeria today, but God will soon deliver his people. Amen. Kakaya says, if you want, what was his purpose of coming to the office? Your senses are still under colonial masters' rules and slave masters' mentality. Okay? As Efebo says, stop this momo talk. Tinubu has nothing to offer to Nigerians. He's weighing out old cargo. I'm telling you. Doesn't have anything to offer us. He doesn't want to do anything. But we just want to use our money to retire and be flexing and be traveling around. Daniel says, meaning he doesn't want her to work or doesn't know how to make her work. Stop deceiving yourself. Ifeoma says, you mean he has other strategies, but continue to endure verbal attacks on weak administration. I hear you. Polyrima says, so what we are saying is deliberate punishment. So why is he punishing us? Are we his children? What did we do to him that he is punishing Nigerians like this? Just pure wickedness. Pure wickedness. Polyrima says, so what we are saying is deliberate punishment, Abi. Imo says, we have seen how far he has gone. It's a disaster. Emmanuel says, he's not mentally stable, so forget the past story. I'm telling you, there is something wrong with that. My people are saying he's pretending. I don't think he's pretending. He's not okay. Dazuli says, madman is talking from a Ogoro table. Abili says, but he chose not to. Oh yeah, make it come out Nigeria. No be in personal office. Okay? As Chichi says, he's old and need rest. I'm telling you, he can hand over to Fashola. Even if he hates Igbo so much and does not want Mr. Peter-B. Mr. Fashola is there. He beautified Lagos very well during his time. Immediately he left Lagos. He changed to what Tinubu wants it to be. Everywhere smells bad due to this. You see that dirty thing? I don't even know. They need to do something about it. I don't know why they cannot make inquiries, like ask for help from people, because everywhere there is waste management. But this waste management in Nigeria is nothing to write them about. They are presently confused. So confused. Over a month now like this. What's their name? Loma. They've not months. What am I saying months? Getting to 2 months now. They've not been here to pack anything. Everywhere in Lagos is smelling. I'm telling you. So if you cannot do it, let somebody else do it. Why? You don't have to be greedy about this thing. Dr. P says, what has he ever made to work? Someone who cannot even make a school certificate to work. Patrick says, is this a plaintiff or petty thief? Edeba says, we love our president, Tinubu. Okay. Sarah Kos, says, you people make me laugh. Tinubu, Buhari and APC are punishment sent by God to Nigeria. Nigeria takes delight in injustice. So everybody will get the share of what Igbos are going through since 1967 till today. And an evil government, God gives bad leadership, is good for Nigeria. The only person that can remove Tinubu is God. I'm telling you, it's only God that can help us. So is Nigeria working now? For we working? Vivian says, this one that calls himself an activist is even one of them. What do you mean by if Tinubu wants to make Nigeria work, he can do it? Let him do it now if he can, Abi. Peter said you should forgive the North and make it work. Haba. It is well. So you mean you didn't want Nigeria to work? Exactly. Now listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.